Hello everybody, Andy here again. Right, I got a comment on one of my videos the other day, and it was a video that I've made several months ago, and it made me go back, answer the comment and have a look at the video as you do sometimes. I wonder what that video's like. It's a few months old, and I realised that I was tackling a subject in there very similar to a topic that I covered recently. I've been making videos, as you may well be aware, for sort of a year and a half now. Covered lots of different topics, lots of different themes, thoughts and all that I've put out there over those sort of 250 odd videos. You know, that's a fair amount of videos. I know people make a lot more than that, but I wonder whether I started contradicting myself with comments and that as well, because I try and answer as many comments as I can, and whether people who've watched my videos for a long time now, maybe since sort of more or less the beginning, have thought, well actually Andy, you said something completely different sort of 6 months ago when you made a video about this, or you made a comment about that. And it made me wonder whether I do contradict myself and whether it really matters. During life we sort of gain experience, don't we, from a great age, of sort of the early ages right up to now. But it obviously depends on how old you are, what sort of life experiences you've had, what sort of education you've had, and what sort of life you've lived, I suppose, as to what experiences you've gained throughout that life. But our opinions change. Take politics for an example, very popular in the US at the moment obviously, and this does cut across all sort of boards, but talking about politics, I would imagine that my politics from when I was a young age, if I took any interest in at that time, they've probably changed a bit, whether they've mellowed or got harder or whatever. And I'm sure you can think that you probably don't think exactly the same as what you did 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Obviously, as I said, it depends on how old you are. So is this one of those sort of inevitable things that a vlogger has to put up with, that you do start contradicting yourselves in some ways? And does it actually matter? In some ways maybe, but in other ways, as I said, that's just the experience that we have. I don't do it knowingly. I suppose you can do it knowingly possibly, and just try to agree with everybody that makes a comment on your video and try and be nice. Yes, it's nice to agree with people. It's always nice to know that people think the same way that you do, and that you agree with them, they agree with you, etc. But sometimes you do have to disagree with people. I have found that, as you probably have as well, that your videos, you find like-minded people. You get that sort of group of people around you, and I know that I subscribe to a lot of people who subscribe to me, if you see what I mean. And there's that sort of circle, that vloggerhood and all that sort of thing going on there. And so we are like-minded people, but we do watch other people as well. So I'll be interested to know if you've actually noticed me changing, contradicting myself, or just changing the way that I put things across. Have my thoughts changed? You might think more notice of this than me actually, and maybe I should go back and trawl through some of those earlier videos and find out whether this is something. But it's just, as I said, this comment the other day just provoked it. Comment wasn't suggesting that I was doing it, it just made me go back and look at that video and made me think, I wonder if I have contradicted myself, whether, you know, I'm doing things differently nowadays. But as I said, I don't think that's a problem, but I'd be interested to know if you found that yourself, whether you think you've changed, and have you changed to please people. With the partnership thing, which I have just done another video about, people might actually start changing to satisfy viewers. I don't think I'll ever do that, certainly not knowingly, and if I ever do, I'd like someone to tell me, please. I can take it, believe me. Anyway, that's the thing, that's the thought for today. Am I contradicting myself, or have I contradicted myself, either through videos? Is it inevitable, and have you done it yourself? Anyway, as they say, discuss. Now, I'll speak to you again soon. Goodbye.